Hello, my name is Robert Gilbert, and today I'm going to be sharing what I learned from my episode of the Happiness Lab. The episode I was assigned was episode 2, A Silver Lining, and I really enjoyed this episode, and I hope that I can inform all of you on what it was about. The main theme for this episode was simulating alternative realities. What I believe that means is focusing on what you could have done differently or what could have happened instead of seeing your own success. When ending up in second place can make you focus on the fact that you didn't come in first rather than the placement you actually received. This can lead to putting yourself down over the past in which you have no control over in the present. And being just shy of the end goal can be more demoralizing than being far off because you are that much closer to what you view as a complete success. Finishing just shy. In this episode of the podcast, you learn about American gymnast Michaela Maroney, who is pictured there on the top, and her second place finish in the 2012 Olympics. At the start of the competition, Maroney was a heavy favorite and one of the competitors who many thought could win gold, including herself. But in the middle of a routine, she faulted, and this kind of gave her the impression that gold was out of the picture. On the podium after, to receive her silver medal, Maroney displayed disappointment through her facial expressions and body language. After training so hard to achieve gold, she showed her disappointment getting so close but being just short. On the same podium, Russian gymnast Maria Paseka, who was there on the bottom, she just won the bronze medal and she displayed a smile and a look of pride, although she had just placed third. Since she did not have as many expectations, placing in third seemed more of a success than Maroney, placing in second due to their respective reactions. The research. A study was held by a Cornell University professor to view how Olympic athletes react to receiving their respective medals. The judges were tasked with rating the facial and body language of participants while receiving their medals on a scale of 1 to 10, with a 1 displaying emotional agony and a 10 displaying complete joy. The judges gave an average of 7.1 ranking to the bronze medalist, but the judges had scored an average of 4.8 for the silver medalist. Out of all finalists, the silver medal winners displayed the most sorrow and lack of excitement out of all the others. Even though out of the three medals, silver isn't last place. Um, those coming in second displayed more agony due to coming so close to winning the gold and making you feel closer to true success in everything they work towards. A personal experience I can share is relating to my experience playing basketball in high school. So in early 2020, my varsity basketball team had one of the best seasons that I had been a part, and we made it all the way to the semifinal round of the sectionals. It was a good year with a lot of growth and continued success, but in the semifinals we had a tough time getting anything going and ended up taking our worst loss of the season. And when the game was over, I had become overcome with sadness and a feeling that the season behind me was for nothing, with no championship to show for it. And many of my teammates shared the same idea that all the work and hours of practice just to lead to defeat just short of our end goal kind of annulled the season as a whole. But looking back now, I realize that being in that spot in the first place is an achievement in itself. Becoming better than I was at the start of the season ended up being worth it, although we had just finished short of the championship. Communication concepts. First one is causality, when one event precedes a second event, and that second event is deemed to be a consequence of the first event. And uh, after coming up short and not finishing how you would have wanted in any way, the first event being the expectations you put on yourself, and the second being the letdown you may experience after this. And the second concept is schemas, which is a mental structure built from past experiences that we use to process new information and organize new experiences. And I feel that when looking back to the past, we should take what we have experienced and use it to help us and not hinder us. Remembering that we can not change what has already happened, but use it as motivation or a learning experience. 3 takeaways. Number one, focusing on what you could have done differently or what could have happened differently. Something like that will only add negativity to your life. And when looking in the past, we should take examples and learn from them instead of letting it define our success. Number two, realizing that you were successful enough to be so close to the end goal only means your hard work is paying off. Reaching second place in something could only lead to your determination to go above, using it to show growth and looking at how far you have come from the bottom. And lastly, sometimes being just short can hurt more than being far away. When you are so close to achieving the main goal of success, it'll make you feel that you did not do enough to win. And I feel that you can combat this by um, looking behind you and seeing all the people who have not made it as far as you can help you see the amount of success that you have obtained. And that's it. And I hope I helped you learn a little bit about what this episode was. Thank you.